Now we're back over there, and we got Trey Bumstead here on the final episode. Trey, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. My bad.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Hey.
For the second part of the last episode of the year.
Where's the meme?
The meme is right there.
Hey,
It's gonna be there.
Gosh,
not the end of
it. That's all I do. I just pretend it's him. You know the one with the Spider-Man, the cartoons?
Yeah, I'm not going to put it in, all right? I got too much on my plate right now. Spider-Man, boom.
It's not like you graduated or anything.
Wait, you finished? I thought you finished your final paper.
Yeah,
I
you're
did,
good.
but
So you got plenty of time.
I got to hang out with my girlfriend.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
That's a long list right there.
All right. Anyway.
I'm just kidding.
What's next on the agenda, Jacob? Both of our senior seasons? I think so. Would you like to start out with your senior bass season?
So, we went out to Alabama, drove there for 3 days, 36 hours both ways, there and back. We were supposed to fish a tournament in Eufaula, Oklahoma, then fish that for 2 days, go drive down to Pickwick, fish a one-day tournament, and then fish a 2-day directly after. We ended up fishing only the last tournament, which went from a 2-day to a 1-day after we got off the water day one. So we fished for like a week straight. Avoided 2 tornadoes after tournament day, which was fun. They were within 5 miles of us. Shout out the neighbors. I don't know if they ever would watch this episode somehow, but they knew who we were. We ran back to the house after the tornado was done, and we slid down this muddy hill. It was super awesome. Little team bonding moment. Shout out Braden and Brennan, Bishop and Osborne. They got 24th. Out of 270 boats. And then we got me and Peyton. Shout out P-Dog, Peyton Lindahl. Who, along with Braden, just got baptized. Big shout out.
Big shout out.
Big shout out all the people that got
Studs,
baptized.
25 people.
25 people.
Start out with 9.
25, but 28 on the whole year.
Yeah.
I was first.
And
I was first.
you got an honorary plaque, too.
Yeah, Jose and Aries. So, it was a big deal. It was cool.
It was really cool to be a part of. So we got 30.
Shout out Caden also.
Yeah.
Caden, too. There's so many people
Too many people to shout out. Yeah, but you know who you are.
Yeah,
We love you all.
We love you all.
Welcome to the family of Christ.
Yeah, amen. Jesus Christ! You see that video with the dude dancing? He just break dances for Jesus. Jesus Christ! Sorry.
Hey, we've all been there at some point. Right? That Holy Spirit just hit you.
A little Holy Ghost.
Okay, we're not even going to get into that.
So,
34th. And it was just kind of rough because we ended up fishing another place, run a different pattern, and we got off the water day one, and we're like, we saved a couple spots for the next day just to start strong. Mm-hmm. And we get the text from the tournament directors or whatever, because it's an automated messaging thing. Mm-hmm. And they're just like, so day 2 got canceled, bring your bags to the weigh-in by this time, and we're like, oh, because we had just gotten off water, so you can't go back in the water, obviously. Mm-hmm. We had a little bit more time to fish, but it was just it's a trailered event, and the bad weather was approaching anyway. But it was kind of just a tough pill to swallow, especially in your last tournament. And we drove literally 3 days, and even in Eufaula, when we stopped off on the way there, we had a tornado warnings around us and stuff. So it was just a really wild trip, but shout out Peyton for putting up with me for 36 hours in the car there and back. On the way back I drove the last 17 and a half from Albuquerque, and we just hit it all in one shot, didn't stop in Flagstaff, Arizona, and just went all the way through. Had to get back here, finish up my final 3 weeks of school, enjoy stuff like this, Mm-hmm. So it was good. I mean, great experience coming back from where I was when I came in here. I knew nothing about fishing, and then now I'm going all the way to Florence, Alabama, and fishing.
Caught a fish today.
I caught a fish today on an empty hook.
Or was it? It's Whiskey Town, right?
Yeah, Whiskey Town. Caught a fish on an empty hook. He took my Cinco. Shout out Trey for being my live scope right there.
Hey.
Trey and Nessie and Mac.
Mac, yeah.
Cinco took the bait, and I was like, well, crap. And then I was like, I wonder if you drag something across a bedfish in the right spot, they might pounce on it. And he was picking it up. She was picking it up and running away with it. I was like, whatever. So I just kept flipping this empty hook with a weed guard on it. Took off the weed guard, flicked it in there, let it fall, and kind of slow reeled it back, which is kind of funny. It was a really, really small spinnerbait, kind of, basically, and and then let her run with it, and then ripped it up and finally got it. because bedfish are fun, dude. But yeah, it was super. Dude, that was like
It was cool.
moment.
It was
First
exhilarating.
thing I accomplished after getting my
Fishing
bachelor's
tips.
degree.
It was cool.
That is cool.
So,
Yeah, that was a fun time. We all
It's-
went at the lake today.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going. That was kind of cool.
I yeah.
Whole big
I
group
did
thing.
tell you,
You did. I forgot.
but yeah.
Yeah, that's on me. Okay,
Cole
we
had
did.
to-
Yeah.
Cole had to
I was
finish.
busy. Okay, I was finishing my final paper of
Yeah.
my college career.
He
there,
was, he was
unfortunately.
literally on the beach typing. It was so
Yeah,
fun.
it was unfortunate. I didn't have as much of fun as I really wanted to, but I got in the water at the end and I submitted it, so I'm happy now, and that's why I'm here.
all done.
I'm all done.
All done.
I will say about that Pickwick tournament though, I lost a fish in the tournament, which is tough.
Uh-huh.
But you kind of it's the next cast of it. It's like baseball.
Yeah.
You fail, next at bat, whatever.
Yeah.
And Peyton, we go to another creek channel after that. I'm still kind of like in my head about it because it's like we're so close to, like we know if you do well in this tournament, like it's a big deal. If you get top 100, it's like a big deal. But top 50, top 15 goes to nationals and stuff. So we're like trying to go for that. But Peyton, we're in a creek and he's like, it's like you just never know when, like it could be the next cast. You might just catch a big one. So we had I think 12 pounds at this point, and we knew like 20 would put you in a good spot. And we go into this next creek, and on his second or third cast, boom, 6-pounder, and actually it's close to 7. And he's like reeling it in, and these fish were kind of weird. They were active, and they would either swim up and like kick and get hecka air, or they would dive back into the trees, which is how I lost my fish, because I just like set the hook and immediately took out drag into the trees, broke himself off.
So when you
and
say
so-
20 pounds, that's collectively you both get 2 fish
5 fish.
Five fish?
total for a 5-fish bag.
to get to 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Peyton, shout out Peyton with that. We figured out the frenzy nail bite in practice the final day because I like threw a frenzy nail kind of as a joke and was like, who knows what'll happen. 4-pounder, and I was like, oh, we found a pattern to run. We fished that the rest of the day, and we're like, okay, we found a place. But yeah, Peyton got the 6. It went to jump out of the water a second time, and I like reached out of the boat with a net. And I love the way Peyton tells the story. He's like, Jacob had the sickest net job ever. And he's like so into it. So it was super fun to like have those memories in the
Yeah.
final tournament and
Yeah.
just like with the whole team too.
Yeah.
Because fishing being not like it's a team sport, but it's not at the same time. It's just cool to have that collective kind of
Yeah.
attack on the water. And we all were running 3 different patterns kind of, but like still talking and whatnot. So it was really cool to see.
Sounded like it ended like a movie.
Yeah, kind of ended like a movie.
That's really
Apart
cool.
from like losing the fish, but at the end
Besides
of the
that,
day-
but like just with your family, your friends. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it was just all around fun and like
Yeah.
there was even in one of the days of pre-fish, like we were catching. I caught a hybrid, which is like it's a white bass and a striper, so really like active fish, and it just freaking slams it. I'm like, and my rod's like bent in half. It was fun. And then,
Wow.
yeah, catching that one in practice to like find the pattern to feel confident going into tournament day is like a huge deal. So that was fun. Just shout out Greg Gutierrez with Frenzy Baits, the Frenzy Nail.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But your senior season
Hey now.
recently, a little was gonna be one inning outing. I'll let you tell that story.
Yeah.
But
Was gonna
coming
be
out of the
one
pen,
Yeah.
what a job to slam the door.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so I guess I could dive into that. Basically, that day, my senior day, was probably one of the best moments of my life, best days of my life so far in my 21 years on planet Earth. Just a little quick recap. 3 years, 4 years here, basically, never really played. I was on the J squad. Loved those games and everything, loved the boys there. But finally, come around senior day. In my senior day, before then, I had 2 outings before then. My last one, I actually did good, but it was like 2 months before this last outing. So anyway, I go in there. It's my senior day. It's a 7-inning game. The game doesn't matter too much. The only 2 pitchers that we have that are seniors that are going to pitch is Jaden Tomas and then Cole McMahon. And so Jackson Bennett, my pitching coach, is like, yeah, we're going to have JT go out there for like 3-4 innings. He keeps rolling. They're like, all right, we're going to put him out there for a 5th one. We want him to get the win. I'm like, all right, I understand. That's perfect. I'm like thinking in my head, oh, this is going to be working out perfect. He goes 5, and then I go the last 2 innings. And so finally JT's done, in line for the win. We're up like 8-2, and then I go in, and then I think the first batter I give up a hit, and then after that it's pretty much lights out. I
Bet
strike
you
out
almost
a
got
guy.
your glove on too.
I almost got my glove on. Yeah, my reflexes were really slow. At the end of it, it was kind of funny. If you see in the broadcast, I put my glove there at the end of the play. I'm like, just put it there next time, you dumb stupid idiot. But anyway, That was the only hit I gave up, and then I proceeded to strike a guy out, ground out, and a fly out or something like that. It's all a blur now. But then I'm fired up, like, oh, let's go. And prior to that, like the senior day ceremonies, I was bawling my eyes out like, uncontrollably. Couldn't stop crying. Just so appreciative just for the opportunity, to play the last 4 years. So then I start going in the dugout, and I hear Jackson Bennett, my pitching coach, say, shake him up. And in baseball terms, that's he's done. Like, shake your pitcher up. He's done for the day. And I'm like, what? I don't want my senior career to end like that. Like, we got one more inning. They're warming up a sophomore B-more. No offense to B-more. I love him and everything. He's not a senior, Like, I got way more in the tank left. And so I go, Jackson, one more. And everybody in the dugout starts chanting, one more. And I'm like, yeah, one more. And then Bennett looks to our skipper, Tatey, and he goes, one more. And I'm like, and I start bawling my eyes out. Like, I fall to the ground. Everyone starts, like, it was the greatest moment ever. And so then I get to go out again, and I proceed to go 1, 2, 3, just the quickest, like, inning ever. And I strike a guy out, and the last one is a pop-up, and just everything is over. And it was just, like, I was kind of sad at the moment because I was like, dang, like, this was almost too fast of an inning. Like, I wanted to, like, at least get someone on or something. And my last pitch ever was a fastball. I wanted it to be a curveball because it's my favorite pitch, but it's okay. But regardless, it was, like, basically I was living out my Rocky Balboa, Rudy dream.
Yeah.
I
mean, people chanting for me. That was like the greatest moment. I wrote an article about this. Shout out Jacob in the Slate. Your article is amazing too. Our senior articles.
His was one of the best articles I've ever written by
and that's like one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten in my life because he's the Slate editor-in-chief and everything, and he's a phenomenal writer.
I just write stuff.
But yeah, I just wrote that. That's like the best thing I think I've ever written. Best moment of my life for the most part. But like shout out also Alex Tolbert because the day before he hit the walk-off bomb with 2 outs, 2 men on to win the Cal Pack. It was just a phenomenal weekend. Hey, yeah, repping Alex Tolbert right here with the jersey too. Is Trey
the big man with a 2-run dinger and the bat flip. Can we rate that bat flip 10 out of 10?
I honestly didn't even see it, and I was just checking the ball out, honestly.
I mean,
but I'm sure it was amazing.
It was a great 4 days of broadcasting. I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely.
Even your outing, it was. So there was a pitcher in, Jaden Jones for La Sierra. That I think we talked about this, but he was a slow worker.
Yeah.
So you come in after JT gave Hamas, and I was like, oh my gosh,
I was working fast on the mound because that's good tempo. Is usually when I pitch my best, or when I used to pitch my best.
It's like good morning, good afternoon, good night, strikeout.
Yeah. So basically, greatest way to end my career in baseball. Definitely sad. Definitely a sense of relief as well. Happiness. I don't want to talk about it anymore because I'm probably going to start crying. But yeah, it was great. And going in my graduation, hopefully I don't cry as much on graduation as I did in senior day. So yeah.
What are your plans for baseball in the future?
Nothing. Watching it. Maybe talking about it.
With your kids or anything like that too?
Oh, yeah. Like I'll teach my kids how to play baseball.
You don't want to coach?
I don't plan on wanting to really coach. Maybe if like the head coach of like a pony ball league's like, oh, we need an assistant, maybe, I don't know, though. I mean, I need to take a little break from baseball, I think, for now.
Yeah.
We'll see what's in the future. I don't see myself coaching, but you never know,
All I want to say is go back and watch those curveballs because they were nasty.
That's probably one of the biggest, besides, like, the teammates and, like, the coaches, like, my curveball is going to be the biggest thing I miss from baseball. I just love throwing that thing.
It was, like, 12-6.
Bro, that thing, because I throw slow, too, by the way, but, like, this curveball, like, starts at someone's head and drops, like, at their knees, and it's dominant when I actually throw for strikes. The
vert movement on it is insane.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our senior days and our final senior series. Com Awards is next up on the list. We talked about that kind of quickly. We're kind of rambling on here, but
I mean, it's the
as you should. Yeah,
I know. No. I'm only saying I love it, but I also got a checkout. I'm gonna already have a checkout at around 9:30 for my man Rocco. They can wait. Hopefully, you got the text message.
Shout out Rocco, my OG resident from last year.
Oh, really?
Rocco Labate on the soccer team. He's gonna be good these next couple of years.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why. We gotta just keep going a little bit, but unfortunately, we got 20 minutes. So Com Awards, that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Jabe, you tell us how Com Awards went. Oh, by the way, this man won the President's
Cup.
Bro's the greatest Simpsons student alive.
Yes.
Well, I have the mic, literally, because I didn't get to do this at a workshop.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell this story real quick. I'm trying to freestyle rap it.
It was awesome.
Brasher, I appreciate that, Trey. Thank you.
It was awesome.
It was kind of cool to have friends there.
Well, to watch you, I was right behind him. To watch Jacob, he starts to film it.
Oh,
and then
wait. I'll get there. Trust.
Okay, because I was right behind him. I was like, this is...
I've heard about 17 different versions of this, so I watched your reaction to it. I was like, I know. I think everyone realized and looked at me, and I'm still like,
He saw.
Who's he
So
talking about?
Brasher told me like a couple days before. I was like, "Hey, make sure to be at Comm Awards Chapel," because I was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be an American Gov, dude." Like, I didn't tell him, dude, but I was like, "I'm gonna be calling the baseball games because I was in Alabama, so I missed their last home series."
Yeah.
And it's senior day,
It's
and
an
I was like,
important one.
"My man's Cole is gonna pitch, bro. He's gonna go 2 innings of like crazy good baseball."
Foretold.
One guy gets on, and then 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. Come on.
Light work. Put me in, coach.
Retire 6 in a row. Come on. Anyway, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then I know like Molly told us she emailed to
4
Mia,
people.
my roommate Christian,
Christian,
Cole,
me and you.
and then me on email and we're like, hey, be at Awards Chapel. And I was like, all right, bet. So there's just been there's been this whole debate all year. Hey, communication. Anyway, of like who's gonna be Comm Student of the Year, Comm Student of the Year this, Comm Student of the Year that, whatever. Cody's me, bro. Let me be me. Type of thing. And so we're like, oh, who's gonna win it, type of thing.
Yeah.
But then they give us all 4 different awards. I don't remember what yours was. Mine was Distinguished and Driven, which is cool.
That is a cool award. Mine was something.
Studular
cool
and good at pitching
I don't know.
curveballs.
No, I don't remember what it was. It was a cool award. I just can't remember. Steadfast Scholar Award.
Yeah,
I think
something
is
like
what it
that,
was.
yeah.
Oh, that yeah.
It was cool.
You're
I was
very
happy I got an award.
steadfast and scholarly.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what Timmy and Chris's.
She got
were, so
something
I'm
international. I think Chris got the same award as me.
Yeah.
I think we got the 2 of the same awards.
Homie's a good freaking student.
Yeah, he is.
You are too.
I appreciate it. You're the best, though.
No.
President Cup Award
Oh
winner.
my gosh. Okay, so
The
all that
bromance
happens.
is great.
But before the Comm Awards, Brasher goes up there and it's like Political Science Awards, and I was like,
That's exactly how it
oh, cool.
sounds.
We know who it's going to. It's going to be it's going to be Lana, right? Because she's.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's not a senior, but it's happened before, I guess. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's just awards in general.
I thought it was just awards in
senior
general. I was sure for the seniors.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like out students, and Brasher goes, "Oh, I like convinced this guy," and I was like, "What guy is political science?" And I was like, "Okay, so it's like 1 of 3 people." And it was like to take a soccer and politics course, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, bro!" So I got that award,
Oh, yeah, I did. I was there for that one.
and I was like, "Oh, that's whack." And then I was like, "Okay, cool. I got my 1 award. Like, I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm gonna go call these baseball games now because I was." It's like
I'm
you've never done this
sorry.
before.
I know. I'm just really thirsty.
So that happens. I'm like, sick, dude. Like, I can't wait to see Cole win Comm Student of the Year because I thought Cole was gonna win it.
I thought it was you, then I thought maybe to me, and then I was like, Chris, definitely. I was going back and
Yeah,
forth
it
between all
was-
3 of you.
Anyway, yeah, it was just wild. Like, all of us were in a different headspace for that.
Yeah.
So then they call us all up there. We get our awards, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm ready to go call these baseball games. Chapel's running late. I told Sam Nakata, shout out our SID, and the reason I'm good at what I do on
you, Sam,
broadcasting
very
side of things.
Yes.
Of just like, I got to call these baseball games. I got to jump in midway through. I was going to be there way earlier. I'm not. They already started, like, whatever. And then it's like 11:40. I'm like, frick, dude. They're probably in like the 3rd inning. I'm like, how am I going to sign on at the half inning? Da-da-da. And also I had AJ Raffaele doing color with me. And he'd never done it before. So I kind of had to like intro him into it too and all that. So I'm thinking about all this, right? And then I'm videoing because I was like, oh, I think somebody, either this person or this person might win it. And so I was like videoing just because like, why not?
Hello? Oh, it's just my headset's turned off.
Oh no.
Okay, just don't worry. Keep going.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
I thought we lost all
And then I
audio.
realized when they said and then comm major in digital media. When he said comm major, I was like, what comm major is winning this right now? I was like trying to figure it out. And then they're like digital media major with a minor in political
Digital
science. And
media
I was like,
major.
oh, I get it now. It's me. That's really wild. Cole's going downstairs to the basement to get a new headset.
This is so not professional.
Oh, just kidding. To charge his headset.
No, I wasn't ready.
So then I won the President's Cup, which like, I just can't thank everyone around me enough
Yeah.
from like the moment I stepped onto campus to now. Anybody I've met, talked to, interacted with, whatever. Like, I almost left my first 6 weeks here. My mom convinced me to stay, type of thing. Like, give it a chance. I changed rooms to with like Quinn, Riley, Chris, and all those guys. Got into that friend group a little bit tighter, and then like I found my place. And then I was just able to grow in like journalism, slate, and all that. So Molly, the Lamets had a huge effort in that too. Then I did like RA and stuff like that. Just being able to like plug myself in. Noah Brierton, with the help he's been, and every RA that I've ever had, and just like Cole doing color commentary, doing stuff like this. Like it's all because the people around me, classmates I've had, everyone that they just kind of inspire me to do better and like. I don't know. It's just like it's a surreal feeling to think too, because I know I know the last 3 cup winners personally. Shout out Justine, Noah, and Jacob Vincent. And those 3 are like,
Oh, I forgot Jacob won it.
they embody Simpson. Like those are like, they've also all worked here in like some sort of student development type of way, and like they're just great people all around. So being within that group, I'm kind of like, no, like not rocking the freaking the Steph Curry headphones, the OGs.
I'm
bro.
back.
It's really cool to be a part of it. It's an honor, but at the same time, like without the people around me, it's not about the cup at all. It's about like
The people
the
along
people,
the way. It's about the journey along the way.
yeah, it's about the journey along the way type of thing. Like, I can't say thank you enough. It's so when I think about it too much, it kind of like boggles my mind of just like it's an award at the end of the day. It's cool, it's an honor, but like
I need a cup, a trophy.
I almost left
It's
school
sick.
the first 4 weeks.
It's a testament to your resiliency.
I wouldn't. Yeah, shout out my mom, bro. Yeah, both my parents just convinced me, but
Mr. Green.
and like with fishing too, like I wouldn't be as good at fishing if it wasn't for like my coach, my teammates, all those guys. So
Yeah.
my boaters.
Your boaters.
So just those people that you have with you along the way.
That's sick.
And yeah, that's my speech. So
I love it. Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
again,
Thank you.
Jacob,
That was
for winning
awesome.
President's Cup. That was awesome. I wish I was there to see it. But yeah.
well, yeah. Then I told Dr. Hall too after I shook his hand. I was like, I almost left early to like go call those baseball games. He's like, I'm glad you didn't. And I was like, yeah, me too. But also wow. And
But
he was
also
like-
baseball.
He was like, thank you. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey man,
Yeah, that is sick.
that's the big H right there.
Speaking of continuing like baseball and sports and everything, baseball, like I said, won the Cal Pac for the first time in Simpson history.
Yeah.
We also had softball winning the Cal Pac this year, and then men's golf also winning Cal Pac. So
Yeah.
three teams, phenomenal.
And
season.
shout out Dre Ubas, Justin Keister, Katie Graham, and Holly Jameson for their Red Hawk of the Year awards.
Red Hawk,
Athlete-
athlete of the year, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
Red Hawk.
Male and
That's right.
female athlete of the
Oh,
year, and then
yeah.
Red Hawks of
I
the
do
year.
Red
remember
Hawks
that.
of the year.
That's right.
I don't remember.
Congrats,
I think,
guys.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to mix them up, but like
Yeah,
all four of
something
those
like that.
people,
They won great prestigious
Yeah.
awards.
They
for
did-
student
they-
athletes.
they all deserved
student
it.
athletes.
Yeah.
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 fantastic student athletes. Of course, Dre Ubas with that 37-point game,
Yeah.
going like
Bros and
9
menace.
of 12 from downtown or
Yeah.
something crazy. So, shout out. That's not math. 9 of whatever. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Anyway, he
Crazy
does
game
good
by
is
Dre.
basically what
Yeah.
he's saying.
He's a stud.
The baseball team
studs.
today, May 1st, won their first game in the playoffs, 9-5. I think they have to win 2 more. Tomorrow they're playing the number 1 seed Bellevue, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's a 2-game elimination, but they dominated today. I think Caden Lee hit 2 bombs again. Dylan
babe.
Leak, a.k.a. Dylan Bleak, a.k.a. Spider-Man, hit another home run. Bro's on a roll right now, too, so shout out to those guys.
It's a great time to get hot.
Yeah, it is phenomenal.
The
time to
Dirty
get rocked.
Birds.
Absolutely.